Hey guys, welcome back to my channel today. Whoa. See, I said guys, did you hear that?
Everyone.
Hey everyone. It sounds so different. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be wear testing NYX's new foundation. This is from the brand NYX Professional Makeup, and this is their Can't Stop, Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation. It's 1 ounce. I got it at Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada, and it cost me $17.99. I have the color Porcelain. It says to shake well. So if you caught Monday's video, we talked a lot about foundation names and foundation shade ranges, like expanding. And NYX is one of the drugstore brands that have been really good about really pushing, well, they've kind of always had, I think, a pretty big foundation range. With this foundation, they actually collaborated with a pretty big YouTuber, Alyssa Ashley, who has been a long-time proponent of expanding shade ranges and making sure everybody is represented. Like I said, I got this at Shoppers Drug Mart, and in store, I think it released a little bit earlier than where you would buy it elsewhere. I think they had some like exclusive. So I picked it up, but there were only about 7 shades in store. And if you go into Shoppers Drug Mart's website, they only had about 17 shades listed. So I was wondering, like, is this another Canadian thing where like Canadians just don't get full shade ranges? But I did check NYX's website. NYX's Canadian website obviously did have the full 45 shade range because there's 45, and it was actually a little bit cheaper than Shoppers Drug Mart as well. Obviously, it's really nice to go into store and swatch and see the colors in real life. If you're lucky enough to have a NYX store near you, I know we have one here in Edmonton at West Edmonton Mall. That would be a good place to go. Otherwise, maybe consider just ordering it off of NYX's website directly because it's a little bit cheaper and you have the full color selection. This foundation claims to be full coverage, also lightweight, also waterproof, and also to last for a full 24 hours. Of course, I'm just gonna do my standard 12-hour wear test today. Let's just throw it on. It's supposed to kind of be an all-in-one miracle. It's kind of a thicker formula. I just pumped up about 1.5 pumps of foundation there. And I'm just gonna apply it with a beauty blender. And there is a layer of the foundation. I think it gives a really nice, like, even coverage. I did have to kind of like go back and work it around the redness on my nose. Kind of doesn't want to stick especially well there. And especially on this cheek where I have a little bit of stuff going on. Ignoring the giant 3D volcano on my face here, I do have other areas where like pinkness is kind of coming through. So I wouldn't say it's especially full coverage. I would say it's maybe more of a medium coverage. They do say you can build it up if you want to get more coverage out of it. But for me, in my everyday life, like, this is more than enough coverage and I'd be satisfied to stop here. So let me quickly throw on some concealer. I think the color match is pretty good. It might be a little light for me right now, but we are going into winter, so not too worried about that. And it does look slightly powdery on the skin. You can see it really is a very matte finish. But like a lot of matte foundations on my oily skin, that doesn't worry me at all because I know once I've been wearing it for a couple hours, it's definitely going to kind of melt with my oils and probably turn out really nice. If you run a little dry, you probably don't need to powder. Personally, I love to powder, so I'm going to go ahead and powder. I guess we'll go full NYX today and use Indie Flick on the lips. Alright, foundation's on. I'm pretty much ready to go. Let's do a close-up of my skin. Then I'll hop over to Natural Light and let you take a look at what it looks like. And of course, I'll keep this on for the next 12 hours and take you along with me. Let's go. It's windy out there.
Yeah, it's pretty windy out there.
Foundation check-in. You guys, look at Dougie.
Hi everyone.
He's starting school tomorrow.
Yep.
Any thoughts for the memory archive machine?
Well, I am pretty nervous. I don't know what to do the first day. I skipped orientation today because, I don't know, I've been through an orientation in post-secondary before.
What's art and design? Do you know yet?
Oh, not really.
So we'll learn what that is, or
yeah.
he'll learn what that is.
So,
Good luck.
yeah, thanks.
I hope you have a lot of fun.
I'll try.
Learn lots. Alright, it's the end of the night here. It's been a full 12 hours. This is what I'm looking like. I might have a little bit of pasta sauce on my chin. But overall, I think the coverage still looks nice. It still looks incredibly matte, and I didn't blot once at all. The weather is getting a little bit cooler here, but this is like the best oil control day that I've had in a long, long time. So I'm gonna blot right now, but honestly, I don't expect a ton of oil. Like, it even has a powdery finish on the skin. Even though it doesn't feel dry and it doesn't feel it just feels nice and powdery fresh. So I got maybe half of a sheet of oil, and you can just tell pressing it against your skin. Like, when you're greasy, you know how it like kind of sticks and lifts? I don't have any of that today. It feels like I'm freshly powdered, like I said. If you have oily skin, you are going to love this. I would really recommend it. Coverage, it's not the best in terms for coverage. I didn't build it up a super ton because I don't like wearing heavy foundation. I think if you have good skin and you're pretty much blemish free, this is the perfect amount of coverage. But if you do have spots here and there, you might need to go in with a heavier concealer or another layer of foundation, or just be aware that like it's not going to all be disappeared, but it will definitely be minimized, which is what I'm okay with. Overall, I'm really happy with the performance of this foundation. I think even with my normal S day, even if I don't blot all day, at the end of the day, I still am not feeling as clean and as fresh as I am when I'm wearing this foundation. So if you haven't checked it out, it might be worth a look. It's really affordable, and there's a ton of different shades. So, I mean, what's really bad to say about it aside from it not being quite as full coverage as maybe it would lead you to believe? I think I'm going to give this foundation a 4 out of 5, maybe a 3.5 out of 5. Super comfortable, really nice, even looking skin. At the start of the day, it was looking a little bit cakey, but by the end of the day, like most foundations on my oily skin, it just melts in and looks really, really great. Like, it does definitely last, and I really do feel like I could keep wearing it past this 12-hour mark. Yeah, definitely check it out. Let us know if you've tried it. How did you like it? Would you recommend it to anybody else? If you have dry skin, let us know how it performs on your dry skin. Does it kind of dry you out throughout the day, or does it give you enough moisture? Leave your comments down below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't subscribed already. A huge shout out to my Patreons who help make these videos possible. Without your support, I couldn't afford the products, time, energy, programs, and equipment that go into making these videos. Huge thanks to you for watching, and with that, you guys, I will see you all in my next beauty video. I believe Friday's video is going to be a sewing one, so stay tuned if you're interested in seeing how a garment is constructed. Alright guys, see you later.